Hey, how we all doing tonight? This is Flyer Radio and Podcast live interview with Ozzie Octaine Smitt. And we're
What up,
starting.
yo? What's going on?
And we're live. Alright. Starting things off with, who are your main influences in music?
Yeah, my main influences in music has to be Cypress Hill, Coogee Rap, KRS One, Rakim, Mobb Deep, plus rest in peace Prodigy, you know what I'm saying? He just passed away recently. But Big Pun, Fat Joe, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Cannabis, The Lost Boys, who else? Cole Mega. Cole Mega was a beast. Tragedy Gaddafi, Capone and Noriega, like all these guys that all these guys was I was banging out in high school. You know what I mean? Like they were steady in my headphones. I like mostly. I like some West Coast. Some West Coast is dope too. I ain't going front. Back then it was just East Coast, West Coast, but my main focal point was East Coast style rappers. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Those were my main influences.
So, what do you hope to accomplish in this music industry?
Man, what I would ultimately love to accomplish is to stack enough cheddar for my kids' college fund. You know what I mean? That's something that I would like to do for them. And mainly is just to be known, man. Just to be known enough to where somebody listen to my music and be like, yo, that's a real ass dude right there. You know what I mean? Or this dude's music is dope. You know what I mean? And I like his message that he's trying to give. You know what I mean? Or I like his music. I love the way he presents himself. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Just to be respected and well known. You know what I'm saying? And just kind of just not underrated or being swept under the rug. Kind of noticed for the hard work and dedication.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Alright, what makes you different from the other upcoming and mainstream artists?
I believe what makes me different from other artists is that I have a knack to where I'll be rapping in English and then I could flip it to Spanish on a dime. Like that's just something that I love to do. It's something that kind of makes me unique. The Spanglish style stuff you don't hear it every day. Um, Plus, like I like to say that I like to make a left when other people are making a right in music. So I like to go the other way. I like to pick unique beats. I like to pick beats that you don't normally hear people over. Um, my concepts are a little different too. I like hardcore stuff. I like horrorcore. I like experimental rap. You know what I mean? I try to do stuff that are different. You know what I mean? Like for example, I did this one song. It was called Punishment, and I had it was a feature song with Blackie Chan and with this guy Wellesley, mad cool guy, and it was all about the Punisher. We were all like, if we were the Punisher, what would your verse be if you were the Punisher? So that was the premise of the song, and I took the song that Harry Heck sang, and I used it as the hook. So it
Okay,
transcended the movie into a track. So it was pretty awesome to do.
okay, alright. So, what age did you start your musical path?
Um, Let me see. I had to be around like between 16, 17, around that age. That's when I started freestyling at parties, started, doing my thing. I didn't start getting into the studio till like the early 2000s and starting to sharpen up and tighten up my identity. That's when I really started to grind, but I really started rhyming like back in like 1996, 97.
Alright, so you've been around this game for a while.
Yeah, yeah, you could say that about 20 years or so, give or take. Hmm.
Alright. So, what advice can you bring about promoting, marketing, the artist image, and how you present yourself?
Um, I would bring about, building a street team is very key. having to get on every platform as much as possible. You know what I mean? Because the more human beings that you reach, essentially that's another fan for you. You know what I mean? The more footwork you put into it, the more your music gets heard. You know what I mean? But if you're running circles and if you get stagnant, you ain't gonna have a lot of people, following you or even knowing who you are because you're grinding. But and then at the end of the day, if you ain't promoting, then it's all basically for nothing for yourself, I suppose. You know what I mean? Because I know because I was there. I just did music for me. I didn't care about promoting my stuff. You know what I mean, or anything like that. As far as you know, people promoting for you, I believe that you need to get in where you fit in. You know what I mean? If you're a hardcore artist, don't open up for like a trap artist. You know what I mean? And that's how you could promote yourself in the better, in your genre of hip hop. If you know you're a chopper, then try to open up for a Tech Nine joint. You know what I mean? That's how you get those fans. You know what I mean?
Real talk, man. For sure. Alrighty. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, in 5 years, I see myself. You know what I mean? Probably, I gotta say, maybe in a managerial role or like more of a mentor role. Um, I mean, I would still love to, do music. But I think I'm gonna kind of lean back into like engineer mode or being a producer and stuff like that, or a manager, because I have a lot of knowledge in the business and stuff like that. Um, I think
Hmm.
yeah, that's where I see myself in 5 years. As long as I'm healthy enough to go, though, I'm gonna still continue to do live shows. As long as my body can hold out and and still run with the younger guys, I'm gonna still do it. You know what I mean? I don't believe that there's an age limit to it as far as like performing shows or doing music. But it all depends. I do struggle with some health issues, so I just like I said, as long as I'm healthy, I'm gonna keep on doing it.
Alright, sounds good, man. Alright, what are you working on right now? Upcoming projects, like
Uh,
what's in the back burner
yeah.
or whatever.
To be honest with you, I got a few tracks in the cut. I have two or three of them. I got one called "Will We Ever Live Free?" That's produced by Bishop. I have another song. It's kind of like a freestyle joint. I haven't. It's untitled. I haven't like named it yet. So I got like three or four songs that I'm working on. At the moment, as far as like shows, I believe I have a show coming up in January too, where I'm opening up for C. DeGray and Mr. Mix Fox. So and also Mazzani. And these guys are the guys that are currently touring with Cryptic Wisdom.
Alright, sounds good. Um, what is hard work and dedication? Explain the meaning behind it.
Yeah, that's my mantra right there. Hard work and dedication gets you anywhere you want to be. Those words are powerful, for somebody who actually follows it. Because if you stay consistent, if you keep working hard, and if you're dedicated to whatever you follow, it don't even have to be about music. It could be about anything that you choose to pursue. You know what I mean? You're gonna get there. You think all these famous people out there just got famous all of a sudden? I mean, you get YouTube sensations, which is cool, but they still had to work hard to get there. You know what I mean? You still have to work hard. And
That's true.
yeah, man. And if you don't stay with that tunnel vision, with that focus, man, it's just gonna fall apart and crumble. It ain't gonna work out. You're just gonna give up and not be where you want to be. You know what I mean?
That's one thing you can't do in this industry. You cannot give up.
That's right. You can't stay stagnant either because there'll just be another guy. It's like a conveyor belt. There'll be another guy behind you with more energy that's ready to go. You know what I mean?
For sure, man.
Yeah.
For sure that's the whole outcome is you gotta stay with your grind. You can't let the nayers and the haters go and say, "Hey, you suck" and all that, and say all that, and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm just gonna take what they said and give up. You can't
Exactly.
do that.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's some good advice there, right there.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Alrighty. So, how many stage names did it take you before you settled for Ozzie Octaine Smitt?
um, Basically, it was just, well, it was pretty much just one, but you could kind of count it two. Because, and I'll tell you why. My first one was Prospect, and there was also another Prospect, but he was really Prospect, and he was from Terror Squad. But I was Prospect. I was basically Prospect, but without the T, and it stood for Puerto Rican Ozzy, specialized Puerto Rican with an educated cranium. And that was inspired from KRS-One, which means knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everyone. Because KRS-One is one of my favorite rappers. So I just thought that kind of fit in for me. Because when I freestyled, I was so fluid, just like how KRS-One was and still is. Um, so, and then I waited a little while. I stuck with that. And then some years passed by. I gotta say 2003 or no 2002 was when I changed it to Octane. I wanted a name that kind of channeled my energy and started with an O. I wanted my rap name to start with an O like my real name, and I came up with Octane.
Okay.
And then with the Octane thing, I was just Octane or Octane Thrower. I kind of have a lot of sub names or nicknames or whatever, but I changed my name about I say about a little over a year ago to Ozzie Octane Schmidt. And I did that because it's a funny thing because every time I go out or whatever, actually my whole life everybody thinks I'm Irish. They don't think I'm Puerto Rican, you know what I mean, just by looking at me. So I figure, hey, why not give myself an Irish name? You know what I mean? And it just kind of stuck, you know what I mean? So I just went with it, man, and it's a catchy name and people actually like it, you know?
That's really good, man. That's really good.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, but it just happened that way.
Hmm. All right, so we're gonna take a little break before we go into the concert questions. We're going to actually
Okay.
stick in two songs by Ozzie Octane Smitt. You can check him out on SoundCloud. Ozzy, please mention any other spots that they can check out your music as well, besides
Yeah,
SoundCloud.
at the moment, I'm just on Reverb Nation. There's
Mhm.
Octane the Flamethrower. That's
Yep.
OCTAINEDA Flamethrower. And I'm also on SoundCloud. I'm currently building up my YouTube, and I'm also gonna get a Twitter real soon happening.
All
So.
right, sounds good. And we're going to start with Gravel Pit Part 2.
I want to welcome y'all to a place where everybody's invited. A place where you can wake the fuck up and realize the truth. It's impossible to tell how we stuck in this hell. Plus the hypnotizing thoughts keep us under the spell. Son inside a fight a war we never fought before. Pre-control humanity with our minds on the floor. Matter of fact, I've been finding new tactics to fight back. The strong ways to keep my mind locked up like white rats. Consider we true, we few to keep our minds open. Perfectly preserved now that Anunnaki spoken. We're running out of time, guys, now your souls are broken. Time to make that blood rain like we started Logan. Illuminati puppets being utilized as soldiers. Put us under Young's protocol, that's how they mold us. Open up your eyes, time to read between the lines. Living in the devil's world, trying to keep the truth disguised. Exposing all the lies, how we keep our hope alive. Having universal faith through these turbulent times. I want to welcome all to the gravel pit, where the truth is being exposed and we learn from it. Absorbing light from the sun, to into our lives, circulating through our souls and enlighten our minds. I want to welcome all to the gravel pit, where the truth is being exposed and we learn from it. Absorbing light from the sun to enter our lives, circulating through our souls and enlighten our minds. Yeah, before your thoughts fill your belly up with many lies, put you in a position where you're numb all the time. They conjured up a master plan, manipulating masses. Look up in the sky to catch treasure, harmful gases. People don't even notice that they're being treated like sheep, and the fact that they don't care makes it harder to sleep. You see the truth very deep. I go and read between the lines, being one without soul through these difficult times. See, they want to keep you scared, they want to keep you theirs, doing whatever they can for being awake and aware. But I'm awake and aware. I told my angels that I cared, exposing the hidden hand of filthy devils in the chairs. It's time to open minds, it's time to make it fair. I'd rather be prepared instead of spiritual bear. I'm finding a ray of light through the darkness everywhere, but now you can't see me like the human you believe in. I wanna go from all to the gravel pit, where the truth to be exposed and we learn from it. Absorbing light from the sun to enter our lives, circulating through our souls and enlighten our minds. I wanna walk from all to the gravel pit, where the truth to be exposed and we learn from it. Absorbing light from the sun to enter our lives, circulating through our souls and enlighten our minds.
Alright, next song.
Certainly.
Word up, though. Motherfucking Octaine the flamethrower. I'm back, motherfuckers. I'm still here. Nigga played it, Inc. All Walks Entertainment. Word up. Motherfucking 585. Live. Salute. It's about that time that I ignited my rhymes. Too smoking bonafide, taking innocent lives. State of 911, it should be labeled a crime. Go ahead, try to be heroes, put your lives on the line. Now let's see what's gonna happen when my tongue starts rapping. It goes off like a gatling, soft like a mattress. I'm a point like a cactus. Spark with some matches. I make over my opponents left by fire and acid. Yo, I'm bringing it back like 8-track audio tapes. Fate is eternally sealed with no way to escape. The death dealer has arrived, time to open the gates. Resurrecting all my emotions, never comparing the hate. The hate language, what I use to abuse these fake dudes. Dangerous with the wind, follow my dudes with mad tools. Beats awake now, the hell you gonna do? It's time to take cover, cause I'm real at what I do. Regardless of the change of the game, look for you to feel here. Regardless of the hate in my lane, but believe I'm still here. Regardless of my surface rain, but believe I'm still here. The rain and punch the opposite same. I ain't going nowhere. I be sick with it, mad diligent, murderous history, lyrics that'll murder the spirit quicker than any Honda Civic. Excited like a fighting, but even more delighted to ignite this microphone twice as fast as lightning. Y'all better maintain before I saute your brain. Go you on the open flame to stash when it's tossed the case. Hit you with a live grenade, just enough for far away that the blow back alone would only come back and towards your face. 20 years in this game, now I'm at the how many heads that I took apart for fun, just to see what's up with race. Tired of these skinny raps, tired of these fucking lanes claiming to be the truth, but in reality they're all a bunch of haters. Now you can feel the heat of my supernova flames, disintegrating the brain, micro seconds beyond the second space. Regardless of my stature, regardless of my season dates, nothing gonna stop me. Captain Five in the fucking game, regardless of the change of the game. Just believe I'm still here. Regardless of the hate in my lane, just believe I'm still here. Regardless of my substance rain, just believe I'm still here. The rain of punch the opposite saying, I ain't going nowhere.
We're currently on a musical break right now. We'll be right back after these messages. Thank you.
This is the old days, and the bad days, the all or nothing days. Had no choice. The sun is time to rise, for my enemies time to die. No way you coming out alive, except your fate the last goodbye. Seeing right through your shows, I'm seeking truth, exposing lies. Silent weapons, quiet war, killer drones and crying eyes. Fighting back for our rights to no avail, that's no surprise. World War III is on the brink, the new world order's genocide. Left Huey's got his finger on the button, now it's time to strike. America incorporated, sparking wars and starting fights. Instead of acting humble, they want to see this country crumble. There ain't no doubt about it, this the true beginning of all the trouble. It's time to truth, time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. It's a perfect revolution. The truth alive, we gotta stand against the wall. So taking away our rights, gotta make them try to stand. No for us to stay alive. It's time to truth, time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. It's a perfect revolution. Every dream alive, we gotta stand against the wall. Slowly taking away our rights, we gotta make this final stand. No for us to stay alive. It's time to truth, time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. It's a perfect revolution. Dream alive. Y'all ready, y'all? We're gonna steady march and show right back into oblivion. I can never change a thing, cause I'm only a civilian. If this a train of thought you have, you ain't never gonna change. It's that hard to free a person when we deep inside a cage. Hating love for blind rage, we will never smell the sage. A clear glance of being closed by the system that enslaves. The chaos of being used on the clues every day. Ignorance is what is making on and keeping us afraid. Everybody say, time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. It's a revolution. The truth alive, we gotta stand against the wall. Slowly taking away our rights, we gotta make this final stand. No for us to stay alive. It's by the truth, time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. It's a revolution. Every dream alive, we gotta stand against the wall. Slowly taking away our rights, we gotta make this final stand. No for us to stay alive. It's by the truth, time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. It's a revolution. Dream alive.
I've seen this moment in my dreams. I'll make a pact with you. The gods as our witnesses. Let us pledge that the winner will allow the loser all the proper funeral rituals.
There are no paths between lions and men. Now you know who you're fighting.
Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know to share the live on Facebook and everywhere else. Alright, we're back.
Hey, what's up, brother?
Alrighty, back to the concert questions.
Yes, sir.
Alright, how did it feel to perform in front of fans and potential fans?
Man, I gotta say, you know what, Flo Fly, I gotta say, man, it was amazing. It was nothing short of a miracle. You know, there was a lot of debacles that came before the show even started, and I was like, man, listen, it was a blessing because my father was looking down on us, and he was protecting us at the show, making sure everything went smoothly, everything went beautifully, because I actually, dedicated that set to my father, and I opened up with "I Miss You," which was one of the songs you played last time on our interview, with the last interview. And it was
Yeah.
nothing short of amazing. And it was just, like riding a bike, though. I love getting up. I thrive under pressure. I love getting up on that stage and do what I do best, And it was just an amazing feeling, amazing, like great show, but greater people.
For sure. Alrighty. Tell us who you networked with.
I was networking with some of the merch guys. One of the guys' name was Donnie. Another guy called Mr. Mix Fox, Cedar Gray, Mazzani, and I didn't get a chance to network with Cryptic Wizard himself. He was pretty busy, you know what I mean? But it was amazing networking with these guys because we already got something in line for January with them. So it's gonna be a really, really, really dope show. I believe we might be doing it at California Brew House in Rochester, New York, when they come back. So, for
Alright,
another live show.
that sounds great.
Definitely,
Awesome.
definitely is. Thank you.
Yeah. What was it like to meet Cryptic Wisdom?
Man, it was great, man. He was very humble, very nice. My wife and I got to take a picture with him. A lot of the SNS team members got to take a picture with him. Her best friend got to take a picture. He was even nice enough to sign my son an autograph for him because he likes one of the hooks that he did on an all rounder beat. It's called Smack 'em All, and yeah, he wrote Smack 'em All to Kiko, which is my son's name from Cryptic Wisdom. So he's really, really cool for doing that for my son, and my wife and I really appreciated that. And he was very humble, man, very, very humble, definitely.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah, he's a dope artist live, man. If you ain't get a chance to see him live, I'd suggest you go out there and see him.
Hmm. All right. How does it feel to be a star and you don't even know it yet?
Oh man, to be honest with you, I couldn't even I couldn't even tell you. I mean, I could tell you, and I can't at the same time because, like, the energy that I felt at that show was just amazing. Like we was getting all types of love. We was rocking the crowd. You know, and just the energy that I put out there, I was just getting back, and it was just, man, you get that warm blanket feeling all over your body, and it just makes you want to go even harder. You know what I mean? Man, it was just amazing. And I had, just new fans come on and stuff like that. It was like, wow, when's your next show? How can we link up with you and stuff like that? And I actually had fans that knew me already,
Hmm.
and that came up to me and was like, yo, some people actually came there to see me. So that was dope right there in itself, and that made me feel really good that my hard work and dedication, having people buy tickets to see me. You know what I mean? And it was just great. It was a great show overall, man. Everybody who performed at that show went 110%, brother.
For sure, man. All
Definitely.
right. So you think we could put one of your songs on? You could rap to it.
Yeah, yeah. What do you want to hear?
Hmm.
Which song you want to put on?
I think I want to hear "Time to Rise."
Okay. Yeah, yeah. You put that on. By the way, that was produced by my man, Mark Hand. He's from Paris, France. He's been like a brother to me for like the last 4 years, man. So salute to Mark from Rochester, New York to Paris, France.
All right. And then after that, we'll also do your song that you dedicated to your father as well.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good, man.
All right.
Okay.
Share the live, guys. Get some more people in here if you want to hear more of.
You said you want me to rap along with it?
Yep.
All right. Yo, yo. Like, like the sun, it's time to rise. For my enemies, time to die. No way you come in out alive. Accept your fate, the last goodbye. Seeing right your souls. I'm seeking truth, exposing lies. Silent weapons, quiet war. Killer drones and prying eyes. Fighting back for our rights to no avail. That's no surprise. World War III is on the brink. The New World Order's genocide. That Putin's got his finger on the button. Now it's time to strike America Incorporated. Sparking wars and starting fights instead of acting humble. They want to see this country crumble. There ain't no doubt about it. This the true beginning of all the troubles. To retrieve our lives, they got us pinned against the wall, slowly taking away our rights. They got us keep find the truth. Time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. This a perfect moment for revolution and retrieve our lives. This final stand to stay alive. Let's find the truth. Time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. Steady souls right back into oblivion. I can never change a thing, cause I'm only a civilian. If this a train of thought you have, you ain't never gonna change. It's been hard to free a person when they're deep inside a cage. Traded love for blind rage, we will never smell the sage. Our pineal glands are being closed by the system that enslaves. MK Ultra being used on the clueless every day. Ignorance is what they're banking on and keeping us afraid. Trying to stand up, time to rise. This a perfect moment for revolution and retrieve our lives. They got us pinned against the wall, slowly taking away our rights. We gotta make this final stand. Stay alive, let's find the truth. Time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. This a perfect moment for revolution and retrieve our lives. Gotta make this final stand in order for us to stay alive. Let's find the truth. Time to man up, time to stand up, time to rise. It's a perfect moment for revolution and retrieve our lives.
I've seen this moment in my dreams.
Yeah, that's a dope one right there. I like that one a lot.
No witnesses.
So do I.
Let us pledge that the winner
Yeah,
will allow
thank you,
the
brother.
funeral ritual.
There are no paths between the lions and men. Now you know who you're fighting.
All right, now we do I Miss You.
All right.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Yeah. 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 There ain't no way to describe by the way that I feel. You'll always go down for being harder than steel. It was your all, and ask nothing in return. Wishing we could trade places for making my turn. Afflicted by pain, yo, please God, put out this fire, cause it drastically burns. Salute for living your life as a God-fearing man that you gave to me, Dad. That God our buyers are blessed. We're lucky to have a dad who sacrificed his beautiful life for the love of his fan. Our buyers come and visit when I was locked in the hole, and that's the truth, God. Can you do me a favor and tell Poppy not to worry? I'm taking over the labor. Addictive behaviors found our way home with the Lord and your Savior. Yeah, the next verse is a stickler. So yeah, he did the hook and he did the hook in the second verse. He did an amazing job on that. Yeah. And it really does. You knew the odds. You never know. We meet again.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
So
that
now we're
song
gonna go
is.
on. Yeah, that was a very, very, very emotional song, man. For sure.
Yeah, that song's hard every time, man. For me to do. Everything's
Yeah.
so fresh, still.
Mhm. But he'd be proud of you.
Yeah, Daddy would, man. Daddy would. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Alrighty. So now we're gonna take a musical break. I'm gonna give a shout outs to a few people, a few artists that I work with out of my radio team. I'm gonna give a shout outs to 2AM. Give a shout outs to Ashley Dodge from the street team, Johnny 8, Stephen Black, aka Blackie Chan,
That's my man. Salute.
Kara Memil. I can't pronounce her name. She's one of your members.
Oh, Lilith Immaculate.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her. Yeah,
Shout
she's
outs
a
to
sweetheart.
her.
Very talented. Yeah.
Shout outs to SNS Entertainment.
That's nuts, baby. Sexy and shit. Salute.
Shout outs to King Julius, also from the street team.
Word up. Salute.
Jay Sells and NDP from Penny and the Dream and the street team.
Word up. Saludo.
And got some other members, but I don't know names very well. So give a shout out to all the street team. Give a shout out to all the host of the Flyer Radio and podcast. And as I always do, I'm going to be doing, every time I do a live interview with everybody, I do a musical break, and I play an artist that requested me to play his music during the lives, and he's a radio team member. So 2 a.m., we're going to listen to 3 of your songs, and then if any, we're going to conclude with 2 more questions about some songs that we just heard from Ozzie Octaine, go to the concept side, and that's pretty much it.
Word up,
Thank
man.
you for
Word
tuning
up.
in. And this will be on YouTube in case you missed it. And yeah. So here we go. First song from 2 a.m. is Pulsar.
You ever been sick and tired?
And you can check him out on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Same with Ozzie Octaine Smitt.
This is a
Word up.
production.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever been tired of the same old shit? I'm do something about it. I'm sick, experience can't translate. I'm growing delirious. Culinary years and it plus music. How you hearing me? I should feel like no peer to give when I'm here to hear. Appear different. Well, I'm searing with spit in the mirror like I'm not here for spiritual shit. And if you care to slip in, I can't get paid what I'm worth though. And I work hard to interrupt this mix while I'm hurt, bro. So I take a break, rewire it. I sit to thinking and I'm planning a reaction. I'll be damned if I break. So what you know about sacrifice? This life in my heart, and then make no mistakes. I can still stomach my heart while I'm partially in a daze. I show my son when I'm taunted. And if this shit was just a phase, how the fuck I grown jaundice? Pasty, pastel, tape it, it's caution. But if you face me with that hell, then I'll brace it in potions. Like a brace of fast spells in the shape of this sonar. I face my fast spells down out the state of a lone star. Then I expand in the way my magnetics go pulsar. And I'm a fan of my photons. You don't encroach on. I ain't never been so gone. I can't see what just goes on. I put my hand to the pad, just me. Continuously grow on, so I'll be damned if I'm beaten while I'm standing half a man, half that of a heathen. Up to garnish my canines and then Dracula eat them. This miraculous me is vernacular energy that's beaming, birthing a phoenix when previously me just an eagle. Liquid intravenously feeding. Why am I feeling too fetal? Let's believe this is the keynote where I keep it too real. And I got a feeling that me though, 100 on the speed, so I say feeling my regal. King's growth, dealing with people. I expanding away, my magnetics go pulsar, and I'm a fan of my photons. You don't want to encroach on. I ain't never been so gone. Can't see what just goes on. I put my hand to the pad, just me. Continuously grow on with the same old stress. It's the same old tensions. And if it's the same old shit, then it's the same old lessons with my same intentions and the same broke fashion. And it's the same old taste. The guessing mistakes, you guessed it. That it's the same old tests. And it's the same old tensions. And it's the same old shit. Yeah, it's the same old lessons with the same intentions through my Same processions, and it's the same old stage, the same mistakes, you guessed it.
So, what do you think, Ozzie Octane? What do you
Hey,
think
yeah.
of 2 a.m.?
Now that was 2 a.m.
Yep.
What's his name? 2 a.m. Yeah, he got
Yep.
some character. He got a lot of character behind the mic. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
definitely original sounding. You know what I mean? Definitely sounds original, and that's a good thing. That's a great thing. You know what I mean?
Sure, man.
Did he produce the beat too?
It does not say actually if he produced the. Nope, he did not. It's by Chucky Beats.
Yo, Chucky Beats. I ain't heard of Chucky Beats. I like the beat. The beat was nice too. So
But
that's
it was
good,
mixed
man.
by him.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah. And that's his newest one called Pulsar.
Pulsar, right? Like
Yep.
Polsar.
Pulsar.
Okay. Okay.
And we also got Pushing On, which is the next one I'm going to throw up here.
Okay. And it's the same dude, the same guy, 2 a.m.
Yep.
Okay.
Slowly, I'm peaking frequently, frequencies releasing the space to me, relinquishing. Boiling heated beats of speech where these demons trying to find peace to me when I'm setting my wrinkles free. Yeah, well, I'm steaming on, they trying to deplete on me, but I ain't doing leaks. If I do, I go origami. It's game, set, match, point, chords achieved. I'm fluent with you, I'll leave them in a porta potty. I know I something for some rallies, I'm more like I need them manure they trying to pour up on me. So now when I sit us properly, tell them who's that shit while they watching me brain fuck through this lobotomy course. They won't have my psychology suffocate like fish get a SpongeBob and all minds. These stone shakes on no fairness, I honestly carry your compared to Muppet Kowski. And I lunge back, bounce back, burn right like a phoenix from national attack. When I stand gargantuan, Hulk, gamma cultivating, I'm mad I was. You heard a snap, and I stand back up, because you could have compared to my petty cat, but already practiced go like the never thought you could have kidnapped my growth if I backed up. Or that other stuff, fall, I don't slip or run. Done, I don't win, I won.
So, what were your thoughts on that one?
That one I like better than the last one. I liked it better
Oh,
because I felt his delivery was better on that one, and he was putting more bars together, and to me it sounded more fluid than the last one. I like that
okay.
one a lot. That one was good.
All right, so that's
He-
Pushing On, Pulsar,
mhm.
and the last one is Skewed Perspective.
Yo, man, I don't know sometimes. People get looking for each other at 2 a.m. Everybody's fighting. Nobody really knows why. Fuck life we live. It's war, hate, and pressure. Or more ways to circumnavigate the weather. Or media overexposes with critics composing. Wrapped up in a disposition. Simulacrum and brochure. Computing on truth. Give you 50% to give it that rest, the best taboo. Grown to misinterpretation, words and information, out of context, flagrant, purposely uneducated, quick to react to thinking, simplifying facts. Next to propaganda, the latter is more of a flash of his ass. Sonics transduct the panic, top that with cash cuts and fam and nuts.
You guys want to hit the like button, the comment button, the subscribe button, and that notification bell. And share the live.
Media brainwashed, consumed by cash bucks and cars.
We got more interviews like this coming.
Without self-derived idealistics or principles, whole time out of mind, unable to scrutinize what they tuned you to. Bamboozled you, though, all kind of the news, you know?
Alright. Ozzie Octaine, you got anything else to wrap it up before we call this a close?
No doubt. I just wanted to say, give a shout out to my SNS team members, to Flow Fly, of course, my G, and everybody that supports you and that's on your street team. I want to give a shout out to all the local rappers out there that are grinding, doing their thing. Much love to y'all. I know y'all working hard to try to get y'all name out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing the same thing myself. And big saludo to Cedar Gray, Mazzani, and Cryptic Wisdom. You know, I hope they have a really good the rest of their tour. And look out for my new song that's coming real soon. I should have it out within a couple weeks. It's called Will We Ever Live Free. So that's the latest song I have. And if I have anything else new coming up, I definitely will let you know. Share it on Facebook, YouTube, and we'll see where we go from there, my friend.
And I almost forgot. Anybody else that is an artist out there, Time to Get Heard Volume 2 mixtape. We are looking for submissions.
Nice, very nice.
And it's going to be released sometime in September, so take advantage of this huge opportunity to be heard on SoundCloud platform, but we're going to have it pushed by our street team and everything else. And afterwards, the thing is released, we will have a interview with every single person that is on the mixtape, one at a time. So it's a huge opportunity for you upcoming artists, so take advantage. And the theme is rising up to the top, or you can write about your own life struggle. The choice is really up to you. Other than that, this has been a Flyer Radio and Podcast live interview with Ozzie Octaine Smitt, SNS Entertainment. We're out. Peace.
That's right, y'all. Salute. Much love.